Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Moose and here we go. It's my first YouTube video, and the reason I wanted to film this is because honestly I just turned 40 on Saturday. I have been watching YouTube for a couple of years, and really I should say more than a couple, maybe. It's been about 5-6 years since I've been watching it, and getting immersed in the YouTube world as far as being a viewer and honestly consumer, because I've been watching a lot of review channels over the years to find products that I would like, and some of them bombed and some of them did not bad and some of them were amazing. And so I wanted to bring the same content to you that's watching this. So a little bit about me. I'm married. I have two wonderful kids. One's 20 and one's 17. One's a college junior and the other one's a high school senior. Been married for going on almost 19 years. Yeah, holy crap. And I get a lot of support from my husband, especially. He knows that when I come home from work that I watch YouTube videos to unwind and kind of like de-stress from the day. And so my hope is to be able to provide the same to you, that you'll be able to decompress and just feel stress-free when you're watching, and I don't stress you out. All right, so why did I choose now and not years ago? Well, quite honestly, I watched years ago, and I saw cookie cutter, same people on YouTube, and they were real small. Nobody really, I felt, looked like me. And so I had a hard time connecting to someone, or some channels. Some channels I still watch. It's just I have a hard time connecting. And then all of a sudden, two YouTubers changed my, I guess you could say, my life. As far as being able to immerse yourself even further into YouTube, and that is Seeking Alexandra, and then also Teresa is Dead. These are two people that I feel I have commonality with, and it's not because of size, it's because of personality. I feel like I'm at home when I watch their videos, and they're just, they seem like, honest to goodness, great people. They tell you how they feel about a product, and not because it was sent to them in PR, but because it's the straight truth of how the product handles itself with them. And so they give their straight opinion, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Plus, the humor helps a lot. A lot. And, there's good days and there's bad days, and them being able to express things are going good or things are going real craptastic, it's really nice, and it's refreshing. So that's why I started my channel today. So also with this, I wanted to kind of give you the range of eyeshadows that I'm into. And so I was looking, on YouTube over the years too, of, my eyeshadow collection, and the videos go for a good, I've seen one as low as 10 minutes all the way up to an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, and I don't want to do that. Being new on YouTube, essentially as a creator, I wanted to give you a snapshot into the eyeshadow palettes that I have, and very few singles, because I really like palettes. Palettes is where it's at for me. And so I wanted to let you see what I have as far as palettes goes. Some of them are very easy to know which palettes they are, and honestly, you all have probably seen these a gazillion times on YouTube, seeing other people talk about reviews or showing different looks or whatever. You guys are intelligent. You know different palettes by just the outside cardboard container or tin, or whatever they go for. Monstrosities of palettes, so you guys are smart, and you'll be able to catch them out. Some of them, like some Morphe palettes, you can't tell which ones they are. Like I got the 3502, I have the 9V, I forget what the other one is off the top of my head, and that'll tell you that's because it sucks. And so I want you guys to be able to look at everything real quickly and not spend a lot of time dragging it out for you. I originally did that and I felt horrible and I deleted it. Honestly, because that's not me right now. I just wanted to show you what I have and welcome you to the channel. And then give you a little inside glimpse of how I review. Alright, thank you, and here we go into the eyeshadow collection. Okay, so here is a little mini review. One palette that I did not show you that I have that I wanted to be able to do a small review on is the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. And there's a reason why I didn't have it in the video that you just saw of all of my palettes. And that is because I handle it differently than most palettes. And here you go. Yes, that is tape. And here's the reason why. And that the other shadows I honestly have in Z palettes. It's been about a year almost that I got this palette. My husband got it for me for my birthday in the first launch. And so what happened was I got the palette and honestly it looked absolutely gorgeous. The colors were really pretty, the tones of them, the mattes worked beautifully. When it came to the sequin and the metallic, different ones of these for Poet and Aura and all of them, it came up really nice. I really liked how it worked. I tried out the glitter, and that's when all hell broke loose. The first time I put it on, my eyes are hooded, and I wear glasses actually all the time. I didn't do it right now because you can see my ring light, and it was glaring pretty bad. So yes, I cannot barely see to video you, but baby, I'm giving it a good old shot, baby. So anyway, I tried these out the first day, and I was like, damn, this kind of like, it doesn't feel right. Something's off. Maybe I just need to adjust to actually wearing this kind of a formula. And so I wore another look the next day. And, you know, I figured I would be all fancy. My husband and I were going out for the day. And I was like, ooh, Tati said on the video, it'd be like a candlelit dinner and your eyes would just sparkle. Oh, yeah. And so I was all into it, right? She sold it good. Well, here's the problem with it. It looked like I had pink eye from wearing it. And the reason being is because it actually made my eyes raw. And I have never had such a bad adverse reaction to an eyeshadow palette. It's not because I believe that I am allergic to it in any way, shape, or form. The problem is the glitters. When you take the glitters and you put them between your two fingers and you rub, man, it feels like sandpaper. And for hooded eyes, I mean, it totally jacked me up. When I went to take off my makeup that day, because I was like, babe, I'm sorry, I can't handle this, man. I have really got to take off my makeup. And I got home from doing so, and I went to take off my eye makeup, which I'm very gentle with when it comes to removing eye makeup. I use the Oil Volée cream. At that time, was it that? It was that or the Clinique Take Your Makeup Off, and I put dollops on it real easily, and then try to extract it because I didn't want to rub it in. And I tried so many different ways on getting that glitter formula off, and my eyes were raw even before me starting to try to take it off. And I couldn't wear makeup at all because it looked goofy for me to wear, you know, makeup everywhere else and just have, you know, nothing there. And I couldn't wear makeup, not even mascara, because honestly, any kind of irritation of me even trying to take off mascara, it would have rocked my world in a bad way. There's no way I would have been able to make it. So it totally made me mad and hacked me off, and I'm like, I am never jacking with those damn things again. And so I kept all the other colors in here and I was playing with them. But the problem is, these things, because they are so glittery, the fallout is real. The nuclear blast that happens when you're moving this palette, or you have this palette, it all gets all creeping in and they marry together, and it's like, oh man, it's like horrible. What am I gonna do? Because I really like the other colors and the other formulas of them. I just can't handle this. So what I did was I taped it down. So I taped it down and I was using it, and it would make me so mad every time I would go for it because of this. And it would just bring back, you know, how bad my eyes hurt and the fact I couldn't use it. And I spent birthday money to get it. And it just made me even more infuriated. So cool thing is, I went on YouTube and I found a depotting for when it comes to this palette. And the cool thing is, these are actually magnetized wells. So you could just pop out the shadow from it very easily. It didn't dig into my shadows at all, so I was able to just take them out. And so I have them in a smaller Z palette. Right now I have everyone else over here. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, why don't you just remove these and put these in there? That's true, I could do it. But honestly, it would just hack me off even more. Every time I got to go to it, and this part is all ripped out and these are missing. So when I go to use them, I'm going to get a bigger Z palette, but at least I can use them. And I don't have to worry about major issues, fallout issues, as far as the nuclear fallout of being all raw on my eyelids. So that's a story on that one. I used it today. It's almost been a year. I had a little bit of a hard time with it. As you can see, I have some pretty harsh edges on it. Today I used these two, which would have been, now this is the suck part about depotting this. It would have been Aura and Matte and Aura and Sequin. I used those two, and then I went ahead and went for the Story in Matte. And then the outer I did Ritual and Matte. But the problem is, almost exactly a year later, I had a hard time blending. And I've never had that before with this. So I don't know if it's because they're starting to age to that degree that I can't. On here, it doesn't say when the expert, like how good this is for. Normally they have that on that. And even on the cardboard component, it doesn't have it. It doesn't have it at all, which bums me out, because when you have this, you don't keep the box and everything else with it. You would think that there would be some kind of expiration of some kind that you could see. I thought you couldn't do that without having it plainly listed. So, yeah, they don't even have it. That's interesting. So that's a bummer because most of the palettes I have, even Too Faced Sweet Peach, I've had that for years, and that still performs beautifully. I don't have any problems, and that's Too Faced. I mean, come on, let's be real. That's Too Faced. This is Toddy Beauty, and the longevity of it, it's not matching up for me. And so, to be honest with you, if she comes back out of, I don't want to say retirement, but if she comes back to the YouTube platform and she's plugging one of these again for volume 2, for me, honestly, if she did the same thing with the glitter, even if she didn't do the glitter, I wouldn't buy it. And the reason I wouldn't buy it is because of longevity. This was probably in the $40 to $50 range, and this should last me longer. And granted, yes, there is expiration dates, but come on, guys. We expect things to last longer, and this just didn't cut it. So I don't recommend it at all. Now, something I will recommend if she did it was the Tati Beauty Blendiful. This works great. I use it all the time. I have zero issues with it at all. I've washed it several times. Of course, I use this every time I apply my makeup, and it really helps. Like, it's really helped my game when it comes to especially applying powders. I don't use this for creams or anything. I strictly use this for powders. I'm a powdery girl. And I'm not into creams. This works great. I love it. And it stands me. And I could break anything. Hell, making these videos, I've broken 3 lanterns and a big old wine bottle. And the wine bottle wasn't for me drinking. It was trying to set up a background. So I'm Captain Destructo, but this has been great. This has worked out wonderful. So if she came back on the planet again of YouTube, and if she had something like this, I'd go for it. If she had another palette, absolutely not. I would not go for it. So this is the taste of my reviews, darling. And I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon. Bye!